Welcome back everybody to Art a la carte. This is Valerie, your art teacher for these online art lessons. I received a request on how to draw some wolves fighting, and that's just a really cool kind of action shot. A little scary, I don't know. So let's look at how to do that. Well, as I say in lots of my videos, the best thing to do is to start off with some reference photos, something that you can look at to see exactly how things are put together. So the first thing we do is when you build up this drawing is you're going to start off with some really basic shapes, and you're going to draw everything really loose and not worry about your detail. The looser you draw things, the more you're going to focus on capturing the motion rather than the actual detail and shape. So that's what I'm going to first do. So let's start with Wolf A, who will be fighting Wolf B. So in my reference photos here, I'm going to start off first with kind of where the power is coming from, which is going to be the front chest. So I have here my circle, that's going to be the chest area. And then from this point, from the top of my circle, I'm going to find kind of my backbone and follow that down. So my backbone kind of comes down and over a little bit, and then it comes with the hips back here. And then from here also coming up with my neck and connected to then my head right here. And you'll see I'm not drawing just one straight line. Lots of little lines, again, working on getting that motion. So I have my head, my chest, and my kind of rump area. And then I'm going to come off of that and I'm going to bring my front legs. So I have my shoulder here, coming down to the back elbow, and leaning forward. He's kind of grabbing that wolf, holding him down. And then back here's my other shoulder. Even though I can't see it, I'm going to kind of draw that in there, coming down, and this paw's coming, and I'm going to kind of pushing him down. Then my back leg, coming off my hips to my knee, and then back to my back foot here. And just to kind of keep him balanced, you wouldn't want his two back legs really close to each other. So this one is going to be kind of pushed off, really keeping him balanced, kind of covering a lot of ground. So move him up a little bit. And then of course maybe the tail. I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'll kind of figure that out after I get Wolf B drawn in there. Alright, so then I'm going to put in Wolf B in next before I finish up my details on Wolf A. So I'm going to lay down kind of there's my chest area here. The backbone, he's flat on his back, not a good position to be in if you're in a wolf fight. Coming up here with his head here, coming up to kind of snap at the other dog there. And then his feet here is going to be kind of curled up underneath him, trying to kick this dog off of him. So there's his little back legs there, kind of kicking him off. And let's see, what should his front paws be doing? Let's kind of have, here's his shoulder here. I would think they would be kind of trying to push him off here too. So let's just kind of go back with the elbow and forward. And then for a little bit of variance, I'm going to bring this paw up, kind of held out a little bit. Now that's a lot of lines, and that's why it takes a lot of focus to draw, to remember what each one of these lines means right now. The more elements that you have in a drawing, the harder it becomes. And this drawing definitely has a lot of elements in it. So let's put his tail off here. Alright, so we have our two wolves, the basics put in there for their fighting. So let's go ahead and focus on just one now. We're going to start with Wolf A. I'm going to bring his kind of his forehead down here and his muzzle with his nose. And we'll give him kind of a really scary open mouth. He's going to chomp at him right there. Now again, I'm drawing really lightly because there's so much going on that things are going to kind of overlap, and we want overlapping. And because obviously they're going to be snarling, I'm going to bring that top lip up a little bit for a snarl. And of course then you would see these really great fangs and teeth. And his little tongue kind of curled up towards the back in the snarl there. Okay, then over here I'm going to put in his eye. And kind of make it look a little bit grumpy there. his ear kind of coming off back here. And they'll be laying a little bit flat because, you know, he's obviously not happy, so they're going to be pushed back a little bit. And then, oh, I guess you can't see that. Helps if I keep things in frame. There we go. Let's do it that way. So his ears are a little bit back because he's kind of grumpy there. And then as you bring this fur back, of course he's going to be bristling his fur, so his fur is going to kind of stand up on end. So we'll just draw that kind of coming up there. Alright, so now we need to start defining out some things. His lower jaw right there. Just like so. And I'm going to work on the shoulder. So I'm going to bring some fur back along that back shoulder. He's kind of looking like a werewolf. Whew, creepy. I generally draw cute and fluffy, so drawing kind of vicious is different for me, but it's good to branch out. And I'm going to follow this line here that I've got drawn for his leg. And as it gets further down on him, it's not going to be as long fur. He has shaggier fur up top. And as it kind of comes down his paw, it's going to get a little bit less shaggy. So you'll notice I didn't draw this line connecting here because this leg here, I'm going to overlap this one for Wolf B. So I kind of left that blank there. Same here with this paw here from Wolf B is going to come up and push off him. So I'm not going to really draw this in here too much until I get Wolf B drawn in there. But I can draw a little bit of his fur there. So I can come down with the back side of him. Lots of power in him. And fluffy around the rump side. And then kind of thinning down to a less fluffy fur coming down his leg. Boom, right there. And then of course his tail will kind of fluff out towards the end. There we go. Okay, so I've got Wolf A drawn as much as I want to draw him right now. I want to focus a little bit now more on Wolf B. So again, I'm going to start over here with the head. And this wolf is in kind of in a not a very good position to be at as a wolf. So he's trying to do everything he can to get out of here. So his ears are back too, but his more is going to be a defensive, where Wolf A is the aggressor, he is the defender. And so he's just saying, man, I woke up on the wrong side of the wolf den this morning. Picked on the wrong guy. So his mouth too will be open, but more in a help expression. He definitely needs some help. So not as much snarling on him. We'll come down with his jaw there. And then we'll put his eye. Poor guy, I feel bad for him. Hopefully the tides will turn and maybe a moose will come walking out. They'll be like, dude, let's get dinner instead. The tide. Get rid of the conflict there. Let's eat. Food always makes things better. Okay, so I'm going to put in some nice ruffling of his fur. Actually, I'm going to kind of do a little bit of ruffling back behind him. And then I'm going to bring up for his paw. Now I want some good power on this paw here. So I'm going to have a nice strong line coming back to the back of his elbow. And just really kind of pushing off on him. And for the bottom part of his paw, I'm going to actually add some fur marks from Wolf A. So I'll draw some fur marks. So it looks like Wolf B's paw is really pushing into his chest. And the fur is just kind of coming up around him. Alright, and then we'll bring Wolf B's other paw. And it's going to actually go in behind Wolf A's head. So I'm not going to see all of it. There we go. And now I can go ahead and finish off drawing Wolf A's other leg. Bring that right in there like this. Put in some good fur lines there. And then we will bring in the back leg. And let's see here. Got this one. Okay, so that's, so even me, it's hard to figure out what they're doing. So I'm going to have, here's his knee coming into the back of his foot. And just like this one, it's going to be pushing on his abdomen. So I'm going to put in some nice fur lines right there to kind of give that impression that he's really got some good connection pushing off onto that. And then kind of bring in the back side of his leg towards his rump, just like so. And then his tail, and his tail kind of coming off this way. Alright, to give some kind of indication he's on the ground, his spine's rolling up off the ground, so he's not connecting with the ground here. Put a little bit of shading down there. But then he's kind of, once he kind of gets connected, you can kind of even put some kind of dirt up around him, like he's really just being pushed into the dirt or snow or whatever that is that they're fighting in. Alright, and then we have Wolf A's other hind leg. And so we're going to kind of put the underside of his abdomen come in here, and then that leg coming back like that. And then put in his toes right there. There we go. So there we have a drawing with a lot of stuff going on. We have 8 legs, 2 heads, 2 tails, and a lot of fur. The fur is flying. So very quickly, I'm going to take my eraser, I'm going to erase the lines that I don't need now, and finish up this drawing. Our picture of our wolves engaged in much violence. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm really rooting for this poor guy. As you see, I put in some tones and some colors, and I made the Wolf A little bit darker so that it's easier for the viewer to see what belongs to what leg belongs to what wolf, by having him kind of be more of a dark colored wolf and him becoming more of a light wolf. Hope you win, buddy. Be strong. Stop being so grumpy. Anyway, well, I hope you had fun, and this kind of gives you some good encouragement as you draw your own pictures of wolves drawing. And like always, please, I'd love to see any artwork that you draw. You can post pictures to my Facebook page. The link is in the description box below. Or, of course, make a video response to this video so that everyone here can enjoy your artwork as well. Thanks so much for drawing with me. We'll have more drawing videos in the future, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet, so you don't miss out. We'll talk to you later. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.